Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm covering 90 Fiance the Other Way, season 1, or I'm gonna say season 1, episode 11. Okay, so let's just jump into it. So let's get started with Paul and Karini. So they have now been living in Karini's hometown for a little bit. They want to find their own place because the baby is going to be born soon. Plus, Paul and Karini's family don't have the best relationship, so he essentially doesn't want to be there. Karini has it up to here with Paul and his shenanigans. Paul has requested a DNA test. He says it's for immigration purposes, they might need it, but I think Paul has ulterior motives as to why he wants a DNA test. So they go look at apartments, and they look at 2 apartments. The first apartment was fine, but it was I believe 1170 US, and like that's a lot for what they're getting. But the whole air condition closed off, no bugs, no insects. That's what Paul liked about the place. So they saw another place that was much smaller, that was 200 and something, I think, American dollars, which seemed okay as well, but didn't have as much amenities as the first place. So Karini likes a smaller place because they can afford it, essentially. Because that's where she's grown up. She doesn't really care about the bugs and all stuff because she's lived through that. Paul, on the other hand, hasn't. So Paul wants to live in the more expensive place. The thing is, Karini, being the realistic person, is like, Paul, I don't understand. You don't have any money, so how are we going to be affording this 1,000 plus a month place? And Paul is like, oh my god, like he's complaining about it, and I'm like, Paul, I don't understand, like you don't have any money, you complain you don't have any money, so tell me how you're going to afford to be paying $1,000 per month. So I don't know, Paul's gonna just the money is going to fall from the sky and pay for their stuff. Then Paul is on Karini's phone and sees that Karini has been messaging some man in English. This man, Karini claims, is a friend of the family, I guess you would say, that has been helping her out financially. So obviously Paul has a big problem with it, and he's not for it. But the thing is, Karini was just like, I can talk to whoever I want to talk to. These people are helping me out. And if you want to go talk to whoever, you go talk to whoever. I feel like I kind of do believe Karini when she says that Paul is upset because Karini will see that someone else is treating her better, and Paul won't like that. And I do believe that. Because Karini, she might be young, but she's not naive. Like, she knows what it is. And I don't think Paul likes that. Plus, she's not trying to get with this man. Like, she is full on pregnant, gonna give birth soon. Like, calm down. She's not trying to get with this man, so we'll see how it is. But to be honest, Paul wants that DNA test. I don't know why he's just not honest and just tells her what it is. Like, I do want this DNA test. So, with that being said, let's go to the next couple. We have Tiffany and Ronald. They made such a big deal about the casino thing. He went to the casino, got his dad, and then went to go get ready. It is what it is. You have to have more faith in him than to think that he's gonna see like a slot machine and be like F getting married and everything, gamble, 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 all my money away. I knew nothing was gonna happen. It was really nice seeing the wedding. Like, they had a full-on like wedding. Lots of people there, reception, ceremony. It was nice for her to have her dad and her sister, at least some people in her family. But it looked very beautiful, very nice. Um, they are kind of working backwards, as in they got married now, and now they're trying to figure out where they're gonna live, what's the situation gonna be like, and usually people for the 90 days get married at the end and not at the beginning, but that's kind of it with them. It was nice. The wedding was nice. It was very beautiful. She looked very beautiful. Um, I was so like, I don't know, I was so like, my heart warmed when I saw Ronald crying. It's cute seeing a guy cry at his wedding, just looking at his bride. Anyways, next we have Corey and Evelyn. There really wasn't much. I swear there was like one scene. Corey's trying to um, fit in with her community and the people there. So he went on some kind of fishing trip while she tended the bar. And while he was going back, some guys were calling him by, which we find out to be Evelyn's boyfriend's name, her previous boyfriend's name. So I feel like they did that on purpose just to like rattle his feathers, because like he said, he's been coming there on and off for 4 years. Like, how you not know my name by now? And then, and like, you know, that's not the man that you were talking to or got to know, blah 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 blah. So I thought that was like just garbage. Corey confronts Evelyn about these people calling him by her ex-boyfriend's name. She's like, well, you need to get to know these people and blah 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 blah, and then maybe they won't call you by my ex-boyfriend's name. I didn't feel like that was the point. And then Corey's telling her that, like, I don't want you to be in communication with him. I don't feel comfortable with you guys being friends because he has told you that he loves you. And I feel like Evelyn, like, gives zero shits. She doesn't care. That whole, oh, we were kind of like on a break. Hearing Corey's side, they were not kind of on a break. Evelyn, I feel like, needed a way to get with this other guy, so she decided to temporarily be on a break with Corey so she can talk to this guy, because this guy essentially just showed up. So then, like, if this guy just shows up and it is what it is, but you're with some next guy, to make you feel better, you're like, okay, Corey, like, we're gonna break it off for a little bit so you can get with this guy and then come back to Corey. I don't know how Corey doesn't see it that way, but you know what? It's his life, not mine. So that happens. She wants him to just let it go. They've already discussed it. Don't talk about it again. And because Corey wants her to marry him so badly, he's like, okay, I'll never mention it again. I'll never say anything about it again. And you can't have a relationship like that where you're scared to talk the truth. You're scared to kind of tell someone your opinion because you're scared that they won't do something. Whether it be marry you, or you're scared that they'll leave you because of that. So that's what was with him. Next we have Lauren Aladdin. I'm sorry, these American people need to educate themselves on what they're getting into. You might not know Aladdin as a person because you haven't been with him 24/7, which, fine, takes time to get to know someone. But the culture, the way of life, that shit you can Google. And they come in there like so high and mighty, which I understand that, and I do believe in women's rights, women having complete equality to men in ways, but also I also understand that what is here might not be there. And because it's not there, I'm going to leave my ass here, type of thing. She's so surprised where women have to cover up, and she was so hesitant on wearing the culture, Qatar's like culture, I want to say culture, Qatar's clothing. Yes, it's more covered up and stuff like that, but they are going to be going into Ramadan, and she has to get used to fasting and things of that nature. And for her to not read about it or figure it out or educate herself is dumb on her part. Even the marrying, like, it's just a simple Google search would show you all that stuff. Aladdin doesn't have to tell you every single thing. And because you didn't research stuff, you're finding out things on the spot as you're there. Like, Aladdin didn't tell me that you can marry more than one woman. I don't live in Qatar, nor do I want to, but I've heard of people marrying multiple women, and I have no desire to go there, but I educate myself in different cultures because I think that it's very interesting, and it's a very cool aspect to know, because living in such a diverse city, you get to meet people from all around the world, so you get to kind of know about different cultures here and there. And I feel like because she's an educator herself, she's gonna clash a lot with Aladdin, because it's kind of like, well, I'm not doing that. Who cares about what your culture says? That's not me, so it's not happening, type of thing. And I think they're gonna run into problems. And then last but not least, we have Jihoon and Devin. So Jihoon is planning on coming to the birth because it seems like it's a planned cesarean section. Cesarean section, right? Just remember if I say it right. It's C-section. Well, when you're having a kid, especially down to the last couple weeks, you just never know what's going to happen. You can have your baby early, you can have your baby late, you can have a C-section, you can have a natural birth. Like, there's so much unknowns when it comes to giving birth. And he booked his flight to go to be there for the planned C-section, which you should always like maybe book a little bit in advance, a little bit further, because she could have her baby early. Well, that's what happened. She and the baby has really high blood pressure, which they have to up the C-section date, and Jihoon already booked his ticket. So Devin comes to him and says like, hey, like, this is happening, I need to have the baby come out sooner than we planned. Is there any way that you can adjust your ticket to an earlier departure date and blah blah blah? And he's like, oh crap. And then eventually he came to the conclusion like, no, I can't. So you're gonna have the baby without me. My bad. Which I was just like, Jihoon, come on, like, can you at least pretend that you're gonna look into it, or pretend you're gonna research into how much it would cost? Like, he just kind of sat there and then was just like, okay, no, I'm not coming earlier, so you're on your own. And I feel like that was kind of a little bit heartless of him, because like, at least try to put some effort into it. But I'm guessing this next episode Devin's gonna have her baby, because we're in episode 11, I believe, and I'm assuming you're gonna have like, what, 12, 13 episodes? Even though we get less content, these couples are starting to get a little bit boring, so hopefully the season is slowly coming to an end, but that's all I have to say. So thank you for watching my recap of 9 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 1, Episode 11. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just a dumb cunt, fucking sick and tired of it. Maybe I could front love, maybe I could buy a zip, maybe I get fucked up. Next time I could save some. Why it's gotta be like this? Why it's gotta be that way? Put it inside. Feel so rise up, banging on that loud.